Good morning and welcome to a new video. Today's video is gonna be a bit more different, as you can hear probably and not see me talking. Today we're gonna share with you how we feed our animals, pretty much our winter morning routine. We say good morning to the sheepies, and the little ones are so cute. Biggest part of our morning routine in winter is we need to break the ice for every single animal. I give it to David, and while David is getting water, I have some alone time with the goats, and I'm pretty much giving them some snackies for breakfast, which is in this case bread. She is perfectly fine of eating bread, they told us, so I'm giving her the ends of our bread. The little ones try to eat the apple, but they're mostly nipping on it, not really being able to cut it, and mom is of course faster. Second animal to get their water unfreezed is our gooses. It's a bit hard because the water freezes and unfreezes and we keep adding new water, so it's a bit of a layer.
My first job is to let the gooses out. It's usually not a problem to get them out, but today Despina was with me, so the goats were also wanted to get out to huggy her.
Then I have to clean up the hay that our gooses keep pulling from the sheep feeder and put it back in. Then I nearly forgot to say good morning to our goats. We just pet them, they don't like any snackies. Then I get the hay for the sheep. It's a bit hard to pull it out from a new hay row. It's a bit of an exercise for your fingers. But once that is done, it's all ready to go to be eaten. The sheepies are really excited for food and they're sticking their heads out. We always have to keep it quite full, so we do not want anyone to escape out of that little hole. Quite big hole, not that little.
While Despina is putting in the hay for the sheep, I go to fill up the trays for all the animals. For some animals it's extra food. For gooses and chickens this is their main food, but for goats and sheep it's just a snack. It's kind of an extra vitamin boost for their immune system.
First to get their snackies is the sheepies, because she's really loud with her little kids, and I think she's an addict on that. She really likes crackers. The little ones also like it a lot, but the mom is pushing them away most of the time. The little ones are already a bit used to me and I can cuddle them. Don't forget to lock it. We put a safety lock with 2 locks because she has a lot of power. Next up is the goats.
So this is my turn to pull out the hay and do some exercise for my fingers.
While David is doing that, I'm getting the goats out to go for a walk. In the winter, they do not have really much to eat, so they go for the leaves.
It takes a long time to fill up the barrel because the hay is coming out really slowly. And pew-pews, our gooses, they're always with us wherever we go. And they're less of a help and more of a trouble because they pull out the hay from the barrel and throw it all on the floor.
Our first stop is the swing, and I sometimes try to get them to jump on the swing and do some tricks, but you know, it's goats, you cannot really train them like dogs.
After I've filled up the hay, I nearly drive over a goose, and we bring it over to the goat enclosure.
Where are you going?
As I said, we bring it to the goat enclosure, not the sheep one. Got it.
They really enjoy the freedom to be outside and they're really excited jumping around. In the winter we mostly go for a walk because they want to go outside and run around. As I said, there's not really a lot to eat and they just go for dry things.
And while Despina is gone, it gives me a good opportunity without the goats in my way, because they are a hustle to get out of your way and they jump in the barrel. I always put their food first because with them attacking me, they knock me over and try to get to the food. Then I do the chickens. These ones are easy. You just put it in and they go crazy. Collecting the eggs, pretty easy, simple task. Usually we get 2 to 3 eggs. This time I found why our eggs are not producing so much. It's because one of the chickens been doing it on the floor in the corner, very dark, I couldn't see, and there was 7 eggs in there. So a bit bigger harvest than usual.
After David is done, we're usually back and they get crazy because they know they're gonna get food. It's a really good way of doing it that way because, as I said, they know that there's food inside, so they usually go inside no problem. But Marshmallow in this case was a bit confused and didn't realize it. I tried to take the wheelbarrow out quite fast so the goats don't follow. But usually they're eating, so it shouldn't be a problem. And last but not least, the goats. Their water is also super frozen. Luckily this time, the ice came out without a problem. For some reason, the goats are interested on the ice when it's outside of the bucket, and they do not care when it's in the bucket, so they're really weird animals.
In the winter season, we have quite a lot of water, so there's no problem. The well replenishes really fast, and we have no struggle for water like the summer. They're very excited when I bring the water, and they all get in to drink some.
For some reason, Lima is always the one that is covered in hay. In this case, she didn't have that much, and she actually ate it after.
Last but not least, I feed our gooses. They get the food last because the goats can run past and run inside to get their food, which is not good for them. Now we have bought them a new food, which is good for both, so if they do, it's not the biggest problem.
We decided to do this small video for us as a memory because things are about to change a lot in spring, and yeah, they're gonna change quite a bit. So we wanted to film that. I hope you liked that type of video with the voiceovers. It was a bit maybe more calm for all that mess that was happening here. We tried our best because we usually do things at the same time, different things, but today we had to film each other, so it was a bit stressful to get everything done. Bad weather is coming to us, so we're lucky that we finished everything in time. It usually takes us like half an hour maybe, because now we have the sheep, so work is a bit more, which is not bad. We like doing all of that, so we don't mind it at all. And half an hour to do everything is not that much. Half an hour if things go wrong. If things go good, and because we spend a lot of time with the sheep, so it's the cuteness that takes us back. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and we're gonna see you tomorrow back in the house renovation. Bye bye.